Hello, my beautiful people. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Depends where you are in the world. Here is evening. Yesterday I did a video in the evening and I just liked it. I felt so relaxed. I think in the evening when you are after a long day, when you come in contact with yourself and your own thoughts, you get more downloads. You can think about so many things that you want to bring into your own life, and you want to share with your other, your fellow human beings. And I thought it's a very good idea. I really want to do it, even if I do it for 10-12 minutes every night. I want to make a video with a connection of the continuation of the thoughts of whatever I said in the daytime video, or something new. Well, I'm going to continue from one of the videos I made this afternoon. And that was about you can write your own script. And because I get carried away and this was not the main thing I was talking about, so I just mentioned it. And I'm sure I've not watched that video again, but when I was doing it, I thought that I have not gone into the details. I have not explained what I meant by saying that. I did say you don't need a pen and paper, and if you want to do that, that's also fine, because when people talk about law of attraction and all that, that's all around us. So that's another tip, that you can write whatever you want and keep writing it. But when I mentioned it, I was not referring to writing it or anything else. When I said you can write your own script, that means like you are the master of your destiny. There is a God. He's given you some control, and some control is there. He's holding it. People who don't believe in God, well, whatever they believe in, there is a superpower. There is somebody who's obviously controlling everything. Can't be you and I, definitely. But let's not go into that. You can write your own script in the way that whatever you're looking for, whatever you want in life, whatever you want to achieve in your life, whether it's a lover, life partner, business, job, anything. All you need to do is match the vibration. Go to that vibration. Bring your energy up. I'm not talking about physical energy. I'm talking about like spiritually, bring yourself to that level. When we are in a low vibration, that's the time. And I think I've said this so many times in my videos as well. When we are in a low vibration, we attract that kind of people in our life, that kind of circumstances, that kind of happenings, because we are in a low vibration. You must have noticed that, God forbid, if somebody is not feeling well sometime, and they start talking about it, and they continue talking about it, then one thing happens, then something else, then something else, then something else. And the more they talk about it, the more they stay in that energy, the more similar situations happen. So first of all, you need to know where you are, if that's not the right place, because we all make that mistake. Sometimes it can happen to any of us. It's not like always you're in a high vibration. It's obviously sometimes you can feel low, but that's a very sensitive moment, because you can be grabbed by any wrong circumstances, or health condition, or a person, or that kind of people. So what you need to do is just, as soon as you realize that you're in a low vibration, you went down to that level, and this is how it all is happening, instead of feeling pity and going into that self-pity and feeling sorry for yourself, raise your vibration, bring your energy up, and then you'll come out of those things. The other thing is, if you want to achieve something, like I said, and if the thing is here, that's why when people say, oh, that job, that's very big, how can you get that job? Or how can I get that job? No dream is too big. Nothing is impossible in life. Trust me, nothing is impossible. Once you decide here and you decide here, go for it. Now, I know some people must be, whoever is watching it, they will say, oh, go for it, for how to go for it, Like, okay, if somebody wants to be rich, and richness, when we talk about rich, the first thing comes to our mind is money. And it's a very wrong way of thinking. Richness comes in many ways. It's not just financial. You can be rich without having so much money. If you're complete in yourself. And you can be very poor after having so much money, just because you're not complete in yourself. So if you want something higher, first of all, whatever you want, don't discuss it with people. Don't talk to everyone about your goals or your dreams. The reason for that, there's no superstition, but energy-wise, spiritually I'm talking about it. Because when you say that, everyone's mind is different. I'm not saying they're not your well-wishers, friends, family, yeah. But they all think differently. So even if a couple of people have started saying, oh God, that job is too big, or you're not qualified for that, or you can't achieve it, or that's too difficult, that's impossible. That's not, you don't want to hear that. You don't want to take that in. So it's best not to even say that to anybody, because you don't know what they're going to come up with. They are living in their thoughts, in their vision. They just know what they know. No guarantees. They will not pull your energy down, even without knowing about it. So that's one thing. Don't discuss it with everybody. The second thing is, if it's a person who you want to marry, or you want to have them as a life partner, or you love them or whatever, if they're here. Sometimes it happens that a high vibration person can also be in a very low energy sometime, and they come down here, and somebody is in a very low energy and there's a low vibration person, but obviously at that time, falling in love happens like this sometimes. It does. It's not a planned thing. Love is not a trade. It's not a business that you need your logical mind for. It just happens. Your heart just goes for something or somebody immediately. It can be a wrong decision. Not always is the right decision. But it happens. So when it happens, but after that, as soon as this high vibration person has realized that they were at a wrong place, gradually or immediately, however, it depends how much time they take, but they go back to their place. But here you are left here, if you are in low vibration. But you're still aiming for that person. You're still wondering why this person is not in touch with you, why they're not coming to your level, why they don't love you anymore. They loved you, but what happened? They pulled out because they're not in the same energy now. They never were. It was a coincidence they came down to that level. If you could really, improve and go to this level, then you would still be together. You could still be with that person. You could still have their love. But because you stayed there, you might even gone down, or you just stayed there in that low vibration, and they just went back to where they were. So you can't, obviously. Then that's the reason. The person has not changed. Nothing has changed. It's only where they were because of whatever circumstances or low energy or whatever. came down in that instance. You met them, they fell in love with you, but then as soon as they realized, because they're not a low vibration person, they go back there. So then you're left here. And now you think like they've changed. They've not changed. You were never for them. They were never for you. Until you, if you really want that person so badly, then you should bring your energy to that level, your vibration to that level. Improve as a person, as a human. Same goes with the job, for the job. If it's a job that you think like, oh, looks like too high, too big for you, then again, make yourself able to get it. Improve yourself. Improve your energy. Increase your vibration. And it's not just that. Obviously, there are some practical things to do as well. Obviously, whatever qualification is required for that job, go for that. Whatever other requirements are there, try to fulfill those requirements too. But also stay in that energy. If you're in a low energy and your vibration is low, then you would not be able to, even after putting all the efforts. Have you seen sometimes people do everything that looks from outside, it looks this, they're doing everything right, and they still don't achieve what they want? It's not because they're doing anything wrong. It's just because they're not in the right energy. They're not in a high vibration. In a low vibration, they're doing everything right, but they're not coming up to the level of what they want. Same is with the other things. Whatever you want in life, first just see if that thing is here, you have to come up there too. And it's not like, oh no, I would just make myself like, no. As a person, you have to improve yourself. As an energy, your energy gets polished as soon as you stop cheating people, stop lying to them, stop manipulating people, stop feeling weak in yourself, stop feeling like, going for little worldly benefits and thinking like, oh, I'm cheating people and I'm a clever person. All that brings your energy down. So you have to improve yourself as a person, and you will see, you'll find things, you'll get them much more easily, and then there's a time when you feel like nothing is impossible. Seriously, nothing is impossible. I'm not just saying it, I mean it. You just have to be in the right energy. You just have to raise your vibration to that level, whatever you want. Start living that life. If it's a person, then I'm not saying imitate them or copy them. All I'm saying is, then you should know that. That's why, birds of the feather. So, have you ever seen a falcon flying with a pigeon? No, not because falcon is a prejudice, he's a racist, no, it's just because he's got his own, height where he can, how high he can fly. And pigeon has got its own limitations. So for pigeon, whatever is suitable, he is there, and whatever suits a falcon, he will be there. Same goes like with everything else. So yes, just think about it, what I said. I don't know how else I can make it simpler and easier. But yes, we do write our own script. First it gets here, and then it just manifests. It does. Depends on your inner strength. Depends on your health as a soul. It's very important to keep yourself healthy, soul-wise as well. And then your body is also healthy. Your body stays healthy if your soul is healthy. Your body starts getting energetic again, and vibrant if your soul is energetic And that only happens because the thing is, we might think when when we're lying, or we're cheating, or we're manipulating people, or we're being dishonest, or we're being unfair to somebody, we think it's done. I've done it, nobody knows about it. Only I know. But who is that I know? That's you, your soul. Your soul is not happy with that because soul is pure. Nobody's soul is corrupt or criminal. No, soul is not criminal. It's the mind that actually, and then your circumstances and your upbringing and everything that contributes in that. And then that happens, and then that starts pulling the soul down. That starts making it heavy. Your energy depletes, and so your soul is not happy with whatever. If you're doing something that is not right. So that's why you can't hide it from God. You can't hide it from yourself. And that weighs you down. Don't do it. And then you will see it will be much easier and quicker for you to rise like sun, and to raise your vibration, and to fly higher. It's much easier when you are in the right energy. Your vibration is high, and you just, and thoughts change everything. Thoughts, emotions. Every time you're thinking something, your energy is changing colors. Your aura is changing colors with every thought, with every emotion. So the more positivity, the more beauty, the more love, the more peace, the higher, your soul will, the lighter your soul will feel, and the higher vibration your energy will be in. So just stay as pure and as clean as possible. Don't think you're fooling the world. You're only fooling yourself. Somebody who is thinking that they lied to somebody, so they fooled them, they fooled themselves, because that person even didn't know what is truth and what is a lie. You told them, you're the one who knew you were telling the lie, so you're fooling yourself. And it's also weighing you down, as an energy, as a soul. And same is with the other things. Cheating, manipulating. Cheating can be any type of cheating, like, cheating on your partner, cheating on your husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, or cheating in business. It's not good. Don't do that. You can hide it from the world, but you can't hide it from yourself. The biggest punishment, I always say, is living with yourself with all what you did. So that's why I always try to do good. Because even if you go and hide somewhere, you can't hide from yourself. And that inner voice, you can quiet it with outside noise, or you can keep telling it, shut up, but this voice doesn't leave you alone. Sometime in your life, it starts getting louder and louder and louder and takes your peace away. And that's the worst punishment for anybody. To avoid that, don't do anything. And if you've done something wrong, just, apologize to those people if you know where they are. Try to fix the situation, forgive yourself. And then try not to do it again. There was somebody in my life long time ago, and this person was actually, now I'm smiling, but it was quite, unbelievable that a human can behave like that. They were so abusive, and in every way, shape, and form. Liar, cheater, dishonest, cruel. Now I'm laughing, but yeah. But so I was telling that person every time when they were doing whatever they were doing, look, you're writing your book. You are writing your own book. And at some point in your life, maybe 10 years down the line, 5 years, 2 years, 3 years, maybe towards the end of your life, sometime you'd have to read this book yourself. That's what I meant, that your inner voice doesn't leave you alone. And I'm not sure if that person even understood what I was saying. I told them, you're writing your own book. Whatever you're doing to me and my life, this is temporary. It's not going to last forever. Times come and go. But you would have to live with it. I don't know where that person is in life, but yeah, he would have to come across that. I didn't curse him. I didn't hurt him. I didn't want any revenge. Nothing. No. Just wanted to let go. So whenever somebody's being unfair to you, somebody's letting you down, your emotions down, your efforts down, your sincerity down, just let them go. That's the worst punishment. Don't try to punish them. No court in the world can really hold somebody as accountable to that extent as the court that is the God's court. And your own personal, self-analysis, even if you don't do it, it happens. Your own self, your soul actually starts crying, screaming out of, helplessness and desperation of fixing the things. And the other thing is, today you meet somebody in life, you be unfair to them, you hurt them, you cheat them, you lie to them, you do whatever something wrong you do to them. And then that person, you part ways and they go their way, you go your way. And then you never see them in your life. So that is really, when you will wake up that you did something wrong to that person. First of all, in the religion, like I'm a Muslim, so we believe and we know that God said, you can't, if you're doing something wrong to a human, then if you do something wrong or if you don't, you're not obeying me, then if you ask for forgiveness, I will forgive you. But if you've done something to my creation, then they will forgive you. I will not forgive you. So that's one thing. But where will you find that person for forgiveness? And the other thing is, when you start getting tortured by your own soul, it will show in everything in your life around you. Then what will you do? Where will you go and find that person to apologize and to make it up? You can't. So it's best to be very thoughtful and mindful. Even in my videos today, I talked about being mindful. Little things, but make big difference. Anyway, it's getting late here too. And again, I'm just ready to sleep. And I hope if you are somewhere where it's night, hopefully we'll all have a safe and happy and, pleasant night. And if you're somewhere where it's daytime, then hopefully your day will go well. Keep happy, keep smiling. Be nice to yourself, be nice to other people, because life is beautiful.